run a Q&A. I feel like there's a lot of people who has questions, they want to know anything, but do you guys want to add anything? Maybe like frequently asked questions that you guys want to share with the crowd that you're like, hey, listen, we got this under ropes. Anything you want to share?
I don't know. I mean, we can do a Q&A and stuff. Maybe for a second I just want to say me and David Yost like to do Zoom parties where we like to read Power Ranger scripts. Last time we did anybody come to the No.
Power Ranger punks? Well, Avi,
Yeah,
Avi,
did.
Avi was there.
So if you go onto my website, amyjojohnson.com, I have a website with all my music and just movies I've done and stuff. And then there's this private toy box that if you sign up for the website, it's all free. Then you'll get newsletters and stuff, but you'll also get invites to our private Zoom parties that are also free, where we read stuff and hang out. And like 3 weeks ago, we read Power Punks with Jason, with Vulcan Skull.
Jason
They came on, and it was so much fun, wasn't it?
It was a blast, yeah. So is it rewatchable at all?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, now it's on YouTube.
Avi stole it and put it on YouTube.
Avi was
I did. I'm horrible.
Sometimes we give out parts. People can play other things. Avi, stand up. I would like you to show them your putty.
Avi played a putty in our reading. It was great.
And then I got beaten up by both of them.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Anything else?
No, that's fine for now.
Stories come and go always. And so does anybody have any questions for our lovely
I'm gonna have a lot of
guests?
explaining to do at work.
You just dying to know. Right back there. Let me come on over to you.
I need to know
I've got
how
my
you know
running
them so
shoes
well.
on.
Super fan.
Alrighty. Here you go. What is your name and what is your question?
My name's Jeremy, and mine's towards Amy. Do you enjoy roles that portray women empowerment?
Oh. Yes.
With Jules from Flashpoint.
From Jules, from Flashpoint, Kimberly. I do. I've actually taken the acting hat off a while ago, maybe 10 years ago, and now just focus on filmmaking, on writing and directing. And I do find that I write about women a lot that find their inner power through the stories that don't start, like that's their arc. So I think I am drawn towards that. Yeah.
Well, besides you were my first celebrity crush. I was in middle school, I think, or late elementary when you started Power Rangers.
Yeah. How old are you?
41 now.
Yep.
I saw that movie on VHS.
Nice.
My boyfriend's 41, and my boyfriend, he's 41. But he said he was a little bit old for it. Not that like. Just kidding. I think he says that to me, but I don't know if it's really true. He says he was more into the Ninja Turtles. Anyway.
Well, thank
David
you so
doesn't
much.
like me.
No, I mean 41 is the right age.
I know. I'm just joking.
Thank you so much. Does anybody have any other question? Oh, yeah, we got a couple here. Okay,
First.
let's see here. I'll go here first.
Sorry, David. This is for Amy.
You're fine.
Suzie Q.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit? Because I remember seeing it, and I know it's a real movie, but I can't find it anywhere else other than YouTube. So I'm like, I just want to know how that was, because I thought it was the best movie ever as
Aww.
a younger, because I'm 39, so I'm the younger Power Ranger. But I love Suzie Q.
Yeah. I have it on my website, but it's probably the same quality as the one on YouTube. Probably better. Anyway, if you go to amyjojohnson.com, in the toy box, I have the whole movie.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out like who owns that movie, and like because it wasn't Disney. It was only played on the Disney Channel, but apparently it was a company in Germany.
Mm-hmm. Super RTL.
I learned this from Avi. I'm remembering now.
We like people like that.
Anyway, yeah.
We love you.
know, anyway, some company in Germany owns the rights to it. But I got that job right after Power Rangers. And it was a real gift for me. Actually, I asked to leave Power Rangers, and the producers of Power Rangers were creating this movie. And they said, you can leave, but you want to do Suzie Q and like 15 more episodes of Power Rangers. So I did that, and it was a real gift, and I loved doing that movie so much. And yeah, it seems like a lot of people loved that movie, and it was sort of lost in the ethers through the years. Yeah.
Oh, great question. I actually had no idea about that. Alrighty, we gotta ask the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Thank you. Hi guys, it's so good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
So I just wanted to mention before I ask my question, so Suzie Q, just to be clear, it's in far better quality on your website than anywhere else.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, I tried to get it upscaled and it just made it worse. It made you look like you sneeze and the whole screen like looks like it blows up. Yeah. Okay, so both of you are doing like a lot of other projects. So I just mentioned at your table, like for you, Amy, I watched The Space Between and Tammy's Always Dying back to back, and I noticed there were some overlapping themes like resilience, forgiveness, but they had two totally different paths, and both of them also leaned into humor. But then I found The Space Between, like, I don't know, it just had a more like joyful vibe to it.
Yeah.
I was wondering if like there was anything you'd like people to know about those two films, or any like your personal take, and then also your current projects. And then David, same thing for you. I know you're working on why am I forgetting the name all of a sudden?
Terry.
Yeah, Commentary, and it's spelled COMMON and then TERRY. Okay, so if you guys could just talk about like your projects a little bit, because we all want to hear about them.
Cool. So Tammy's Always Dying is my last feature film that I directed. My friend Joanne Sarrazin wrote it, and so Joanne's writing is very dark, funny but dark comedy. And this movie is a heavy movie about a woman who is a raging alcoholic who threatens to kill herself once a month to get her daughter's attention. And I chose to make this movie because my dad was an alcoholic, and I just really, but he was one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. And so I was very drawn to this material because it reminded me a little bit of my dad in a cathartic way. So that's why I chose to do that movie, and Felicity Huffman stars in it, and I think it's, I don't know, you can watch it on Crave in Canada. I'm not sure where you can watch it in the
Maybe
States.
Tubi, I think.
I have it
It's on
on
your
my
website,
website
yeah.
too,
Oh, you
which
do?
I'm not supposed to have it on there. But if you go in the toy box, it's in there. And then The Space Between was the first feature film I wrote and directed, and that one I wrote personally for myself. Again, thinking about my dad, was kind of a big character in there. But it, like Avi said, it's much more lighthearted. It's funny but sad. Like
It had a
finding the
happy
humor
ending.
in the pain, kind of a thing, which I always like to do. That entire movie's on the website, my website as well. What was the other part of the question?
Oh, so your upcoming films, because I think you got 3 of them coming up?
Yeah, so then I have The Ends of the Earth, which I'm shooting this summer, and that one is more of an epic romance. I would say it's not a mix between Tammy and Space Between at all, but it would have more of a Space Between vibe. More of like a rom-com kind of a feel, which is kind of fun. And then I have 2 thrillers that I've written. One I'm creating into a comic book, and I'm working right now, like a graphic novel first. And that one's a very sexy thriller. Shouldn't say that, there's kids and stuff, but it's not for you guys yet. And then all I do is spend my days every day writing, and yeah, I'm in the middle of another story too. But all these dreams will come true at some point in my life.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you keep putting the energy out like you're doing, it works itself out.
We're all rooting for you.
Yes,
Thanks, Avi.
100%. And if you look really close in The Space Between, you might see me.
Oh yes, walking in the background. Did you see him?
I have to check it again. I'm going to take a look. You should have been in it.
I was in it.
No, like more.
Oh, well, that's kind
He's
of-
not Canadian.
I'm not Canadian.
Had to be
I
all
was
Canadian
there,
by
I was there,
proxy.
though. I was helping her out. For a couple weeks, helping her out. she focuses a lot on film. I'm more of a television person. I don't know, I just gravitate towards TV. And so Commentary is my latest project, which is about a famous investigative journalist that has to rebuild his life by becoming a professor at a university. And he, along with two of his students, have to save humanity from an alien takeover. So it's sort of a sci-fi thrill. And if you go on my Instagram page, official David Yost, there's a 90-second, I think you can sit through 90 seconds. I know attention spans are small these days, but 90 seconds of like just a little trailer for it where you can kind of feel it out. But hopefully I've gotten a lot of good response, and we filmed a short of it, and we're still in the final stages of getting the visual effects done, which is really about the aliens. So hopefully that'll be done in the next few weeks, and I'll be able to put the whole thing up on my website, or that website, which is common-terry.com. You can go there and sign up as well. I won't blast you with a bunch of stuff. It's just stuff about every now and then, once a month maybe, about the project. But so that's what I've been focusing on. It's 11 episode would be the first season, 10 regular episodes and 1 bonus episode, and it's all plotted out. And I do have a couple of development people that at one time said they were interested. So once this is done, we'll revisit them and see if they have any
I have a
interest.
question.
Go for it.
Would you ever,
Do a graphic novel?
although I think it should be. I feel like this idea that he has is definitely graphic novel material. But
It's possible.
my question is, would you ever consider doing it as a web series?
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to all of it. I
Because
just want to get it made. You know.
Yeah, because a lot of web series these days kind of, that's where
They start off and I mean, I
yeah.
think Cobra Kai sort of started that way. They started off on YouTube and then got picked up and became a huge series. This is not Cobra Kai. Just there's no martial arts, I don't think. There's some stunts though. I had to do a stunt and I had to jump and fall on my back. That was exciting. So anyway, I would, you know, if you want to check it out, I'd appreciate it. I know it sounds a little weird. Maybe some people aren't into sci-fi. I feel like hopefully if you come to a Comic-Con, you're a little bit into sci-fi. So, you know, it's not all about aliens and all that. It's more about the human relationships that are going on.
It's kind of spiritual too, in a sense.
Yeah, I don't want to freak people out too
Okay,
much.
okay.
But yeah, I think the things that I write always have like a spiritual element to them to sort of help us evolve, or at least love. And I had written, as Amy Jo's written, how many comic books? 4? For Boom Studios, The Return was 4
Yeah.
comic books. So I wrote.
A short and then 3.
Okay, a short? Really? I thought it was like 4. It's not 4. The Return? I thought it was 4.
The Return, 3.
Avi, you know.
I think it's 4.
It's 4.
Yeah.
It's 4.
It's 4 comic books.
It's 4 comic
But I wrote a comic book story as well for Boom Studios about Power Rangers, about Billy, where he was at the age of 28, and sort of his journey, and it's sort of a spiritual journey. Like, you know, he's always intellectual, but he has to trust his heart and trust his instincts as opposed to just always relying on his mind. So that was in an anthology called, I don't remember what it's called, something about the grid. But anyways, you can track it down.
What's yours
Getting old,
called?
guys.
We're getting
Can't
old, we
remember.
forget.
And-
No, you're not.
So anyway, that's a Power Ranger story if you want to read about Billy. And Walter Jones wrote one about Zach, and there's some other ones in there as well. So
Yeah, Nakia, I think, wrote one.
Nakia wrote one, and Steve Cardenas wrote one.
Oh.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
So I just got scared looking in the back of the room.
Oh, wow. That's actually very impressive. That's really impressive. Well, we have a little bit of a question
Yeah, let's
here
go
from
over
a
here.
little fan. You guys want to take the mic there? There you go. Can you do it? Oh, it's okay. They don't bite.
Oh.
At least I hope not. Then you would know.
If you were a different Power Ranger, which one would it be?
Oh, it's a good question. Like, we'd have to pick from the Rangers that already exist? Like, what character we would want to be? Any.
From any series.
So already existing.
Yep.
So not like, I can't be like the Purple Ranger.
He's just talking about in general.
Okay, well, it's
Power Rangers. He's watched them.
watch them all, so existing. I would be the White Ranger.
The White Ranger. I would be the Blue Ranger. I can't change. I'm stuck on Billy. I like my Triceratops. I like my wolf.
Him too, but that wasn't the point of the question.
I can't be a traitor.
I think, did you want to finally ask your question? Okay, all right, we got some courage here.
How does it feel to be a Power Ranger?
That's a good question too.
It's a really good question. It's an honor. It's really cool to be a superhero. It's not always fun to wear spandex, though. I will say that. It's a little embarrassing. But no.
Especially when you get older.
Especially when you get older and they're trying to squeeze you into the spandex. But no, I mean, it's a huge honor. It's humbling, and it's exciting. I mean, being a Power Ranger has been really cool for us. For me at least, for you too. But
Yeah.
I mean, we've been around for a long time,
Yeah.
and we don't get to. I guess we don't get to stop being Power Rangers.
Well,
Well, you're here.
yeah.
You're
So
a
for
ranger.
me, it was my first gig as an actress. So the blessing that it has given me in my entire life, I had no idea at the time. It was just like, oh, my first job as an actor. You have to wear pink spandex on television and all this. And so at first it was kind of like, what is this crazy job, right? Running around doing, but I was a gymnast like David. So we got to do gymnastics and like, but then as time has gone on and as I'm older and then do these Comic-Cons and then meet all these kids who are now adults, it's just like, it's the coolest thing to hear everybody's story of what we did in a lot of your lives when you were a kid. Like a lot of people maybe were bullied in school and we were their best friends, or like these things are so like, they make me feel so blessed to have like helped so many kids without actually knowing that that's what I was doing. Like it's really cool.
And do you guys watch Power Rangers? You like Power
Imagine
Rangers?
if they're like, no.
You've seen the whole series?
Yeah, they watch it every day.
Every day.
I finished the whole season.
Did you really? Did
So
you
who
like
would
it?
you be?
Yeah, who would you be?
I think I would be. What, Power Ranger?
Yeah.
I would be. Honestly, red.
Red? That's good.
I'd be the black Power
That's
Ranger.
good too. They're all
From
good.
here, guys, this Power Ranger, I have the sword. I found a big one down there.
Really? Just be careful with it, okay? It's pretty heavy.
Which one would you be?
Zach.
Oh, you
Zach.
Love it.
100% Tommy.
Wonderful.
Tommy.
I like it this
Right, right here, this one too.
Oh, where at? Where at? Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm blind. Here you go.
Who would you want to be? Who's your favorite Power Ranger? Honestly.
Well, I think Billy is one of my favorites, for sure. And then of course Tommy. Yeah.
I don't believe in favorites.
You need to let him answer
I like
first.
all-
I have to pick one.
I can't. I like all Power Rangers because they're all cool and they all bring something to the team. So, you know, everybody brings something to the team, so they're all important. They're all crucial, critical elements of the team. So I like all Power Rangers. Those are my favorites, all of them.
Really?
Yes. How can you pick? Come on now.
You guys have fantastic questions. I saw a couple of hands over here, so I'm just gonna kind of make my way around the room. Here you go. Let's get to you. Thank you.
So, in the Power Ranger movie with the ooze, in the beginning scene where you guys skydive, did you actually do that? And if so, like, did you do all of the stuff?
In my recollection, JDF did skydive, but David says he didn't. But we were on a simulator, which was so fun. It was one of the coolest things I think I've ever done in my entire career of acting.
Really?
Is being on this giant set and then like jumping, like weren't we like hanging like we were flying and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys like had the box under your stomach and you're just like,
No, it wasn't box. We were on wires.
We were on
actually.
wires,
Oh, that's
hanging.
awesome.
Yeah,
So,
it was cool.
the whole process was kind of cool because there was an actual plane in the hangar, and so we did jump out of the plane, but onto a blue mat, So it was basically this high, and we just jumped onto a mat. So it looked like we were jumping out of a plane. Jason David Frank did not skydive, regardless of what she thinks. I don't know where she gets that.
I remember him. Oh, didn't we?
Then we
on,
go.
like-
Then we go to the park.
Sorry.
Then we go to the park. So it's like all these little elements. So we jump out of a plane. They put us on wires in front of a green screen, and we go like this, and it looks like we're skydiving.
Yeah.
And then we went to a park, and they put us on wires again, and they pull us way up in the air, and then they release it, and it looks like
Almost
we're
like zip
gliding.
lining.
Yeah, zip lining into. So it makes it look like we're landing. So that's probably what she thinks, but we all did that. I don't know why you
I
don't.
swear he went up in the.
He didn't. I mean, we weren't allowed to ride motorcycles. We weren't allowed to do a lot of things because if we got injured.
Remember the episode with Uncle Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're in a plane?
Yeah, we really went in a plane.
Well, I know that was Shuki. That's one of our producers. Was he piloting?
No.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he might have been.
I think he.
Oh my god.
Him or a friend piloted it.
Terrifying. Okay.
Anyway,
Well, let's move on.
Yeah, good question. We didn't skydive. Jason David Frank didn't skydive. It's all
But he
an
did
illusion.
after.
But we
I
had
mean, he could have.
He could.
Remember, he wanted to base jump into the premiere.
I don't remember that, but I don't
Yeah,
doubt
and
that.
they
I
had
don't
to stop him from base jumping into the premiere.
I don't think so.
Or he was
but,
he wanted to skydive.
he hadn't even started skydiving yet.
But I remember he really wanted to skydive into the premiere, and then Shuki and Haim had to say no. He wanted to come in on a.
I get what you're saying, but okay. he became a I don't know, certified skydiver after a certain point. So he was very
I think
skilled.
that was the spark.
You were the spark because when we were in Australia, you went skydiving.
That was Hawaii.
Was it Hawaii?
Yeah.
So he was jealous of you ever since that, because he would say it to me constantly. Well, Amy Jo skydived,
this
and
story.
she said it was spiritual, and I feel like I got to do that. And so I was like, okay, but he didn't do it till much later in life.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. All the little secret gems.
Ah.
One heck of an entrance, yes. Alrighty, we got another question right here.
Okay, first of all, it's an honor to meet you guys. I'm 36 or 7, but you guys were my hero when I was like 5 and 6. And well, my question that I always had growing up was that in the series, Kimberly had a love interest to Tommy. That's what I remember. But behind the scenes, were there anything going on among the Power Rangers?
That's private information.
How dare you? I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, I know there were some questions. I don't know the details.
No.
Oh.
You don't hear them right now.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Alright, next question right here.
This is for David. Are there any particular works or experiences that inspire commentary?
Sort of. Some of it's based off my life, but I literally, Amy Jo does this too. We go on what we call writers' retreats. So I went to Mexico for a week, and I just woke up and I just started writing. And honestly, I don't know where half of it came from. So I am a huge Ancient Aliens person. I watch the TV show Ancient Aliens all the time. And so a lot of it, I will say, probably came from that in terms of just like pulling some of the conspiracy theories out of what I've seen. I've watched, I don't know, every season, 200 and some episodes of Ancient Aliens. And so, you know, I would be like, oh, that's kind of cool, or that's kind of cool. And so I kind of expound on those. But at the end of the day, I don't really know. It has to come from me and things I've experienced in my life. I don't want to tell you what they are because then you might think I'm a little kook, a little kooky.
We're all a little
but
kooky.
as it comes to, I will say, like, if you do watch the 90-second clip, you will see me stick my head on a crystal skull. The character Terry, like third eye to third eye. And I did do that in the 90s. I went and meditated with a crystal skull. So that's kind of where that comes from. Did you know that?
No, but I don't even know what does that mean?
There's a theory, a conspiracy theory, that there's 13 crystal skulls throughout the world that were left here by aliens.
Oh.
And they have spiritual
And you found
energies. Well, there was one that came to West Hollywood,
came to West Hollywood.
Yeah, it tours around.
What?
And they toured around. And anyway.
Do you guys know about this?
You do now. And anyway, I went and meditated with
What
one
happened
of the,
when you put your head to the...
I don't want to say.
Oh, wow.
But if you watch my
Oh,
90-second
did that-
clip, you'll see how my head and,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
skull kind of become one, and that's sort of what I experienced.
We're learning a lot.
So that one came from me. So thank you for your question.
David, you're in the right place. Aliens are very
I know,
popular
I'm,
here
like,
in
excited.
Fairfax. They're very popular.
Like,
We all
see
have an
them.
alien story in some shape or form. So
No.
I've seen
Okay,
UFO.
now enough about us.
Yeah, I know, right?
We're gonna go around the room.
I'm just gonna confess.
Alrighty. I do have a question here.
It's weird up here.
Thank God for being here. Yeah, so I was curious. So my daughter and I obviously love the show, and more recently, big fans of the comic, kind of beginning to end the run just wrapped up in the return as well. So kind of for both of y'all, but Amy to start, I was curious if the return was kind of how you pictured Kimberly's character in that time, or was it just maybe a different version of what was presented in the comics? You know, kind of how you thought of that. Is that how you saw things going, or whatever? To the same point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with The Return, for people don't know, is the comic book I wrote with my boyfriend Matt Hodson. It's called The Return, and it's basically taking off, like, what if the original Rangers had stayed together? Where would they be now? Kind of a thought about it, and it sort of is this. Well, it's not sort of. It's this story that takes place now. Guys, I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, it takes place now, but it's like this whole story. You gotta read it to know
About Kimberly
about Kim. Oh my God.
and the Rangers.
I know,
And
but I'm
Rita.
going back to the beginning of that question so it was during COVID, and we were trying to figure out what the story would be if the original Rangers had stayed together. So we found this jumping off point by watching the series, and so the jumping off point is when the other three Rangers go off to some space academy or
No, the
something like
peace-
that.
the peace conference.
The peace conference. But we wanted to keep all the Rangers together. So they come back from that. And so that's sort of, so the whole lore of Power Rangers kind of like cuts from there. So what, you know, with Rita and Lord Zed and all that, we jump off from there. And then we created this story where, you have to read it to know. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. But anyway, so to answer that question, it was fun to sort of think up a story of what if all of those, where would they be now, and kind of creating it, our own version of what of the story that had nothing to do with the rest of the Boom comic books. This is the worst answer in the world. Did I answer any part of that question?
No, that's perfect. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so we just kind of like figured off where we wanted to start from and then wrote from there. And kind of like, if you look at all the characters within The Return, they're a little bit like all of the characters, and a little meta of like real life, a little bit going on in there, a little bit. Like Kimberly lives in Canada. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. So to that point too, so Dave, for you, so like I think I mentioned at the booth with the comic, and kind of I guess maybe speak a bit to. I know you said you are able to read some of it, but like your, I guess balancing your connection to the character and what you have in your head for that character. You know, you mentioned you had the comic that you wrote, kind of your projection of Billy, but like, are you able to separate easily, or does it just make you mad when you see something that you think is different? Like, how much do you feel, I guess, ownership of that character, seeing them in those different lights?
I feel very protective of Billy. So I do feel like Boom Studios has done an amazing job in general with all of their stories in terms of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and but you know, there were things that they weren't following. What do we call it? You know, when something's solidified. What is it? Canon. Thank you, God. We are old. Like,
No, it's just because it's cold and hot, and I have jet lag. A lot of things going on.
So, yeah, I mean, they didn't follow everything specifically to the TV show. Like Billy, in the TV show, we only ever met Billy's dad. And so in the comics, they introduced Billy's mom. And I, as an actor, always played Billy as his mom had died, like when he was 7 years old. And so, like, when I see things like that, I kind of get upset. And when they did the 2017 movie, and they had Billy's mom there instead of Billy's dad, I was like, what's with the mom? Like this, you know, it's.
But was this like your backstory that nobody ever knew?
Well, we're introduced to Billy's dad in the television
Yeah,
series,
okay,
but yes,
okay,
it is
okay.
my backstory
I
as an actor.
figured.
As actors, we create backstories for our characters, so that was always my backstory for Billy, because everybody else's parents were introduced,
Yeah.
just only my dad. So I had to come up with a reason why Billy's mom was never around. So just little things like that, but in general, I am very protective. Like when we went back and did Once and Always, you know, I just thought some of it, what they were doing was just like, hey, come on, you guys, this is too obvious. You can think outside the box. Like Cranston technology just felt like too spot on for Billy. And it's like, the last time we saw Billy, he went off into space. So why is he back here and he just has a technology company? Like I really fought to make them explain Billy coming back to Earth, and they just wouldn't do it. So just things like that. But I appreciate your question. Also, I want to say to the parents, thank you for being good parents and introducing your children to MMPR. It means the world to me. Thank you.
So speaking of that, I think we have one of the tiniest fans
Oh,
I've
yeah.
ever seen.
You
Do you
like
have a
that?
question for them? Here you go, bud.
I want you waiting at a hole.
Aw.
What?
One more time.
I want you waiting at a hole.
What's your favorite?
Oh. Mine would be either Power Punks. Have you seen Power Punks?
Power Rangers.
Power Ranger Punks, sorry. Or Switching Places.
Those are my two favorite too. We still.
Which we're going to be reading Switching Places online sometime in April. We don't have a date yet.
But in April, we'll be reading Switching
But you
Places.
just go on amyjojohnson.com and then we're going to send you and join, and then we'll send you a party invite. If anybody wants to come, because
You
it's
want-
kind of fun. I like to play Rita.
She plays Kimberly too, just
I play
FYI.
Kim and Rita. David plays a great Finster.
I guess. It's okay.
I really
I'm glad
liked
you
the
liked
voice
it.
you
All right.
came up with.
I'll have to try to remember how to do it. But.
Yeah. He used to really get into these readings and wear wigs and all this stuff, but I don't know what happened.
I was totally dressed up as Billy. Augie will
Oh,
speak
yeah,
to
I know,
it.
you
I
were
totally
totally-
dressed
The
up as
bandana and
Power Ranger
everything.
Punk in the last one we
That's
did.
true, that's true.
What
But
you-
remember when we were doing, what were we reading?
Mamesa,
Yeah,
whatever.
you had so many costumes.
Oh no, those were the return.
The Return.
The return, yeah.
Did anybody watch us read The Return on
Comic book.
Instagram?
Oh, we got
It was
one
fun,
person.
right? It was fun.
Well, thank you so much. What was your name? Brantley. Thank
Oh,
you,
thank you,
Brantley.
Brantley.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna see. Does everybody have any questions over here?
This
Oh,
guy
I have
right
a question right in front of me. I didn't even notice.
Hi there, my name's Iris. So my introduction to Power Rangers was actually the Turbo movie. That was my earliest memory. So my question's for Amy. That's because it was my first introduction. It's one of my comfort ones. So I do go back and watch it
Yeah.
still because it's just a great, great fun time. But I always find myself after making the noises that Larigo made throughout the movie, the little alien noises.
Oh.
Did you find yourself making the weird little like churs and chips and all that? Just like hearing
Remind me.
it was just like a lot of like cooing. It didn't really talk. It was
Do
just
it.
like
I don't remember. Do you remember
I wasn't in the movie.
Where'd you go?
I wasn't in the movie.
Just that kind of. I just find myself like doing it around.
I don't know. Did I do it?
Did you find yourself doing it kind of?
Probably. I don't remember.
Passive vocal.
And that, so I was evil in that movie, wasn't I? Yeah, that was fun. With Austin. And I remember hanging from a volcano. And they had fire coming up at us. And it was real fire, guys. And then I remember panicking and Austin coming to the rescue, like yelling. Because I was like, I mean, they really had fire. It was very dangerous what they were having us do. And Austin saved the day. He made sure they got us down. There was a lot of, in that movie as well. Oh my God. we went underwater, correct? Yeah, so the whole set was underwater and they had all these lights all around. But the electricians did not get underwater lights. And while we were all at lunch, I know, David, this would not have happened if David was in that movie. The light fell into the water and thank God nobody was in there. This is called non-union.
Yeah.
Me and David almost caught on fire in switching places.
Yep.
The switching place machine caught on fire while we were in it.
While we were in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we need to unionize for future
Always.
releases from here on out. Yeah.
Always.
No, that's why they went to New Zealand,
They
though,
moved
right?
to New Zealand.
Yeah, so they could stay
so they
on
could escape
union.
the
Oh.
union jobs.
Anything but. Alrighty, we have another question right here.
So from the first movie, the original lady who was playing the druid lady had to be replaced by Mariska Hargitay. Did you remember working with her, and do you actually prefer one performance of the other, even though the second performance is what actually went in the movie?
I liked working with both. David knows more about why that happened.
I
Well,
think
I know there was something, the first lady had an issue and she was out 3 months, and the timeline went so long, from what I understand, that the first lady was then reavailable.
Oh yeah, that's what David said.
You know.
I liked working with both of them. They both had very different energies. Mariska was awesome and like this powerful, and then what was the other lady's name?
Gabrielle Fitzpatrick.
Gabrielle had this more like ethereal feel to her. I thought they were both really cool ladies.
Yeah, they were just totally different energies for the character, and Mariska, actually, she was very strong. I want to say tough, but I don't know if that's the right word, but she was just very strong as Dulcia.
Yeah.
Just had a really commanding presence.
And did you prefer working on the movies or working on the actual TV show more?
I don't know, working in Australia for that long was really fun. And then working on the movie also in this more higher budget was kind of exciting. I do have to say the suits were a lot heavier. And on the TV show, it was just spandex. But I don't know, which one did you prefer shooting?
I think I always prefer TV over film, for me personally, just because it feels consistent and it's not as drawn out. Like when we're doing the TV show, it's very fast paced, and the movie, you know, what we would film on the TV show took us basically 2 weeks to film on the movie. Like 3 pages on the movie would take us sometimes 2 days, which is crazy. Where on the TV show, 3 pages would be half a day.
Right, it gets a little boring for
It
the
gets
actors.
boring, yeah. I mean, and we shot in the construction center. We shot overnights for almost 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's hard. You know, you're just waking up in the dark and working all night in a construction pit, whatever. So that was a little rough. Remember that?
Too. I liked shooting the movie.
I mean, it was, no, I didn't not like it. It was a lot of fun, but just different. I just prefer TV over film. She's, again, I know she's film, even if she's not admitting it.
Great question. So we have another question right here.
My name's Philip, and I got a question about the 2017 reboot movie that just came out. What did you guys think of the Zords that they did for that movie? Because when I met Walter in 2023, he said he didn't like the way they did the Mastodon because it had 6 legs.
Oh. I don't really remember. I think it all looked pretty cool, didn't it?
I wasn't a fan, but.
No, what didn't you like about it?
I just didn't like the build-up to the Zords, and then when they did introduce the Zords, you didn't really see them. And then when they became the Megazord, I didn't like the cockpit because they were all in their own pods. Like we were all in the helmet, and they weren't like that. So it just felt a little disconnected, a little
And they
disjointed.
kind of came out of nowhere. I remember that in the end,
Yeah,
right? It was
yeah,
like
just-
this whole story, and then all of a sudden there was like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you see me in there?
Yeah, I did. You and Jason, David,
Yeah. We were there for a second.
Well, actually, you guys also appeared in the first scene when Kimberly and Trini were battling out with something on a fork. That was a deleted scene.
Yeah, it was deleted. Yeah. Yeah, that was so fun. Anyway.
Thanks so much. Good to see you. Good friend. Alrighty, I have another question right here.
So back a while ago, there was the fan-made movie that was a little bit more hardcore. Would you prefer Power Rangers be family-friendly, or wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit more adult?
I like the family friendly, and I think who knows what they're gonna do now, right? Like they're making a TV show, and hopefully they get it right this time. Sorry, but like the original is great and all that, but then I feel like the movies have never quite. Everything they try to do recently hasn't quite captured. Like you can't remake that because that was that, and that wouldn't really hold up now. And all of you are much older now, but you kind of want a nostalgia to what it was, but then at the same time be, you know, an appetite for where you are now. You know what I mean? Like what is it that it should be? I wonder. Do you know?
Avi?
I really don't know. I'm like
I don't know. Like what is it that would like if they came out with a TV show now? What would like Superman has gone through so many iterations, and some of them are super cool, right? What is it? What do they want? How should they do the TV show now?
He just wants to ask a question.
I'm curious.
What was the question?
You're not even listening. I want to know if they
It's
made
Alaska. Give us a break.
if they made the TV show now, a new, which they're about to do, a new version of it.
Okay.
How would you want that show to be?
Speaking of a fan from the original being an adult.
Yeah, you right now, if you were going to see it rebooted.
Well, I don't know about gritty or anything like that. I do want it to be a little bit more mature, but they still need to keep that child-friendly aesthetic, like you guys are saying. I do believe that they should, but maybe tailored more to, I don't know, I guess more the adult audience. Because they're going to be the ones that mainly watch this, to be honest.
What do you think a show is that has the right tone?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai?
Yeah. A little tongue in cheek.
Yeah, tongue in cheek, but still.
Sailor
Moon.
It had a little cheese to it still too.
A little cheese
I always liked
to
that
it.
cheese that was in the
And then
original
I think
series.
that they should have us like play the parents.
The parent, yeah,
Well,
that's what I
was
say.
thinking more like a mentor or something, like a school teacher. Like a certain ranger has their favorite teacher or something.
Oh yeah,
like
something
maybe
cute.
Jason's would be.
See, you have a lot of ideas about this TV show.
I thought about it, but yeah.
Billy looks like a science teacher.
Yeah, science
Or he
teacher.
could be Billy's, the new Billy's dad.
Yeah. I always wonder why they don't, I don't know, when people, they keep trying to remake this TV show into a movie or whatever, and it's like, why aren't they asking the fans what the fans want within the TV show? It's just like a bunch of suits trying to figure it out. Anyway, okay, we'll get off this.
Sorry if we didn't.
questions.
Yeah, it's a great question.
They're
I'm
good
sorry if we didn't
questions.
answer it.
Alrighty, I have another question right here.
Hi. Okay. I'm Jeremiah. I've been around since the beginning of your show at the age of 35 now, so. And I will confess as well that Kimberly was my first childhood crush. And Billy was my first, like, idol because, hey, the kid that doesn't have all the athletic martial arts superpower stuff can still be a Power Ranger. But my question's kind of simple and silly. Of all the episodes you were in, you fought tons of monsters, villains, and stuff. Who was your favorite monster, villain, or that you encountered in any episode?
The most horrifying is that pig.
Pudgy pig.
Pudgy pig.
Pudgy pig. For sure.
For me, it would be Eye Guy. I always thought
Oh,
that was
Eye
the
Guy.
weirdest monster that we came across. In terms of villains, I thought Lord Zed probably was the coolest. I mean, Rita's always iconic, and I appreciate Rita all the time. But Lord Zed, when they first introduced him to us, we were all like, "Wow," because he walked in, you could see his blood, going through his veins, and I just thought, "Wow, that's for a kid show. That's kind of crazy." But yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, we'll get a rundown here, buddy.
Him and then them.
Okay, just don't forget him.
Oh, and then.
His arm has been up.
Alright, so my original question's already been answered by somebody else, so my coworker was actually the coworkers who were in the corner. We're discussing, and this is more towards Billy. We personally think Billy got shafted with the Gold Ranger powers and the Zeo. We want to know, granted, Austin, great job when he came back. We want to know your thoughts on it, or at least I do.
What's the question?
For Billy not getting the Gold Ranger powers.
Well,
Felt like you were
there,
robbed.
there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on that you
Tell
don't.
us, tell us.
I'm not getting into it. Just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that was going on. So before we moved into Zeo, a producer that I didn't get along with said to me, "Just so you're aware, you will not be a ranger anymore. I'm gonna leave you on the TV show, but I will not let you're not gonna be a ranger." And I was like, "Okay."
Who said this? Oh no, I was being serious. Oh, he's not telling me.
You know exactly who said it. And anyway, there's a lot of drama going on behind the scenes at that point. And you know, they teased like Billy was gonna be the Gold Ranger, so I was kind of getting confused because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be a Ranger, but you keep leading up to like I'm gonna be the Gold Ranger. So yeah, I mean, I don't have any feelings about it. I was fine how everything went. I think everything ended up the way that it should end up, and Billy got to go off into space, which I think ideally was great for that character. But yeah, they really teased like Billy was gonna be the Gold Ranger. It worked out. But yeah, it's all drama behind the scenes.
So I ran up here just to find out that is the same question. We have time for one more.
He wants to add to it a little bit.
Do you want to add to it? Yeah.
So basically, yeah, basically same question, but I just felt like you were kind of robbed of that because I felt like it was Billy's chance to be, you know, Six Ranger's always been in the spotlight, right? Felt like, you know, you getting all the gold and all the lights and action and all that stuff. I felt like that was kind of robbed from you because I always liked Billy as a character because I kind of more, I guess, related to you as a character because, you know, I was kind of, you know, your character was supposed to be gawky and kind of nerdy or, you know, just, and I was kind of related to that and I was just kind of like, I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. He's gonna be the Gold Ranger and everything. And then I saw it and I was like, and then now as an adult I watched it, I'm like, you guys are a bunch of jerks. Why didn't they give that to him? I felt like your character deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you said that you like how everything turned out, but are you even just...
He doesn't really mean that.
Just a little bit.
I mean,
kind of upset with
it obviously would have been nice. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I mean, it was just.
It's kind of cool to see that fans actually
care.
Yeah, and noticed that it didn't happen and that it.
I also like blue was always my favorite color too. You know, everybody always, you know, I love the Green Ranger too, but you were always my Ranger that I liked because, like I said, I connected with you more, and I love the color blue. So I was like, that's my boy right there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
thank you for all of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I hear that a lot. I hear that, you know, Billy got cheated, you got robbed, all that. So that's very kind. And as Amy's saying, you know, it's very humbling for me that people did pay attention and have some care about it. So thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. We can't change it, unfortunately, but yeah, it's one of those things. But again, there was so much going on behind the scenes that we don't really need to hash out. But there's a lot of factors that went into that.
It's in the book.
It is in the book.
Yeah. Well, we have room for one more question right here. I see a young lady dressed as Nezuko. Let me make my way over here. Alrighty. I saw you taking notes earlier. I'm very impressed. Nice job. Alrighty, what's your question?
You two miss acting in Power Rangers?
Do we miss acting in Power Rangers? Go.
I miss being able to do gymnastics. Any way I could do gymnastics. Do I miss it? Yeah, I mean, there are times in my life that I look back and it's like, like nostalgic. So, do I like want to be in the new show that's coming up for Power Rangers? No, I think I'm done with spandex. Wearing that.
But you would be, I was gonna say, you just said you would be like the mom or something like that.
I would be the mom.
Yeah. I'd even be a janitor at the high school.
Oh.
I kind of wanted that for the 2017 movie. I just thought it'd be cool if Billy, was pushing a mop through the hallway,
smart
and
ideas.
the new Billy and I just kind of share a look, and that's all it took. That's all they needed.
That's all they needed.
But nah, they couldn't get there.
No.
So, I don't know if I miss acting in it. I would be open to being Billy again on a different level. Just like I went back for Once and Always. So if it was the right story, I would be there.
Okay, well thanks.
Great
guys.
question.
Thank you all so much. If you have any more questions, you feel free to swing by their booth, maybe get an autograph or a photo. Up next, I do have Kyle Phillips.